This is a routine I follow every morning about 6 a.m. After I've had breakfast, I turn off any appliance, my refrigerator, any appliances that make noise. I turn off the air conditioner. I cannot have a sound whatsoever going on in the room. I sit on the sofa as I am now, and I lay my head back and I place my right ear against the cushion like this, gently. And I have a mantra that I've developed, and I say, positive mental attitude, peace of mind. So my head is flat like this, and I'm going positive mental attitude, peace of mind. Positive mental attitude, peace of mind. And I repeat that over and over again for approximately 30 to 45 seconds. Then I turn to the other side, put my ear on the cushion, and on this side I say, tinnitus clear, tinnitus clear. Where I came up with these terms, I have no idea. It's not important. So there's a lot going on with this routine, more than just 30 to 45 seconds on each side over and over again. And I can tell you that I sometimes do the routine for an hour and a half in the morning to finally quiet the noise. If I haven't quieted the noise by 8 or 8:30, generally it's going to be a bad day. Now this is a leather sofa, and so when I place my ear on it, I'm trying to adjust how much I'm covering my ear. I'm not pressing my head hard against it. I'm doing it lightly, and I'm constantly moving it around, trying to do a couple of things, isolate the noise, and because there's so many different noises that come with my tinnitus. So can it be done with a sofa with a different material? I believe it can. I've done that when I'm traveling. I've also done this routine where I'm lying in bed and rolling my head one side to the other. But I'm afraid of falling asleep doing the routine, which is the worst thing you could possibly do. So if you've ever done any meditation and you're trying to quit thinking about everything and then you start floating and you bask in the wonderfulness of floating with your meditation, this is something that I almost want to achieve. What I want to do is, if I can finally silence the noise, if I can find that one beat, that one instant where I'm not thinking and I'm going to loftily go off into the heavens with my thinking, at that moment in time when the tinnitus sound stops for one beat, that is the time to pull myself out of the meditation. Because if you bask in it, or if I bask in it, the tinnitus sound comes back worse than it was, and the chances of having a successful routine are basically slim to none, because you have to start all over again in lowering the noise. I find that when I go back and forth, generally around 45 minutes, and this is a long time for some of you to commit to this routine, generally around 45 minutes, I start noticing the tinnitus going down. And it isn't always during this period where I'm actually going into a meditative state or almost going into a meditative state. Sometimes I can actually get it to go away without getting to that one moment in time that I have to break away from it. But other times it is that meditative state. And what I believe is happening, it's like a sine wave. So if you have your noise and you're trying to get rid of the noise and you're going through this routine, you get to the top and you've just achieved silence for a brief second. You need to stay right there. And you need to get out of it right at that point, because otherwise it's like you're going over the top of the sine wave and now you're going back down into the tinnitus hell. So this is a routine I follow religiously. When I'm finished, I don't jump up and turn on the air conditioner and turn on the refrigerator. I kind of think like the routine or how I've finally, gotten the tinnitus to quiet itself down. It's like a glue or like cement that has to set. So generally I don't do too many things, going to the computer or anything. I just try to be quiet around the house for about 30 to 45 minutes, maybe even an hour, and then I'll starting things back up and start the day. Not everybody is in the position to take as much as 2 or 3 hours to battle a condition like this, but I assure you it is worth it. It doesn't work in the afternoon or in the evening, or if it has, maybe it has done once in 2 or 3 or 5 years. I've been doing this about 4 or 5 years. I believe the reason for that is that the mind is a lot more plastic first thing in the morning, because what we are doing here is we are using our subconscious to control the ringing that's going on in the head, okay? So once we're in this battle with the subconscious, and we've achieved this nirvana, as it were, and we've quieted down the sound, and we can go through the course of the day. And I'm talking about taking it down 95 to sometimes 100%, and it's just a little minor inconvenience. It's just a minor little squeak that you barely even hear. However, the minute I lie down and try to go back to sleep, the noise comes roaring back the minute I start fading off. So there's something going on with the subconscious. It's a battle. But if you can use your skills that I'm trying to share with you to control your subconscious for that one moment that you're at the top of the sine wave, and you've quieted everything down and leap out of there, whether it means waking up or opening your eyes, not basking in the meditative aspect of this routine, then I believe you will achieve success. Now, how did I come about this? Well, I had tried meditation many times during the course of having my condition, and it never worked. But one time when I was sleeping, sometimes I sleep with white noise and sometimes I don't. But I wasn't at this time, and the tinnitus was killing me. And so I went ahead and went to sleep on my right ear about 4 in the morning. And when I woke up at 6 a.m., the left ear was screaming and the right ear was quiet. And so I don't want to say this was a light bulb moment, but it gave me something to work on, and then I started getting into this routine and ultimately achieved success with it. And I can tell you, I've been doing this routine about 4 years now, that if I didn't have this routine, I would not be alive. My tinnitus. I also have hyperacusis, which is a sensitivity to sound. So if I'm having a bad day, any sound makes the tinnitus even louder. Whether I'm frying food on the stove or anything, I often live in my apartment with the air conditioner turned off because I cannot stand the noise that is generated, and it takes the tinnitus and makes it even worse. So there's obviously a lot at play with this condition, and I'm sure you've tried a lot of things, miracle cures, and perhaps not spent as much money as I have, but perhaps you've ordered some pills for $150 that were going to quiet the noise, and guess what happened? Nothing. My routine will help you. I don't think I'm unique. I believe that this can be accomplished by any person with this condition. That hasn't been proven, but I know for a fact that I am a success case, and I'm here to share it with you for a very low cost. So I may make some addendums to this video in case I've forgotten something, or if I come up with additional things. But for the most part, this is the routine I follow. And again, I'll repeat it. Place my head flat like so. Positive mental attitude, peace of mind. Positive mental attitude, peace of mind. Positive mental attitude, peace of mind. Come back over here. Tinnitus clear, tinnitus clear, tinnitus clear. I can assure you there are some mornings where I look at myself and say, you are insane, when it doesn't work. But when it does, I'm almost like a normal person, or I am a normal person. And I hope that you can be normal too. Good luck, and thank you.